Hello, hello. My name is Viru and this is the MineFamE server. Welcome back. Today what I want to do is work on some detail work on a waterfall on the other side of town, just past the hospital. So I think what we'll do is I'll show you the current state and then we'll go into a creative world, and maybe with a time lapse I'll talk through my design and thought process. And then once that's all designed, we'll bring it back here and maybe another time lapse as we build it back here on the server. So a couple time lapses today because everyone loves time lapses. I hope you enjoy. So here I am at the edge of town. There used to be a large lake here, the start of the river, but with the addition of the hospital, we've lowered and pushed back this hill, and we've extended the river up this way. Just a rough visualization of the waterfall in the river. Andy Pants did a lot of terraforming, built this beautiful cliffside here. I helped a little bit with the grass and the dirt, but not too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this lake and waterfall into a creative world and add a ton of detail and texturing and a little bit of terraforming to beautify it, to really make it stand out as a beautiful waterfall. So let's go over to that creative world and I'll show you how I work through the process. Alright, so here's a time lapse of my creative work. I decided to try playing it and then mousing over so you can see my mouse movement. So see here, you can see where I'm pointing and so on. I'm not sure if that's better than just playing it, but I figured we'd try it. So starting the time lapse now. I left in the initial part where I was messing around with the schematic, trying to get it positioned, just to show that that might take a little bit of time. And I'm going to paste it here into the world. So here's the current live server version of the world. I only copied what I needed, so you can see the hospital is only one side. Now I'm draining the water. When building something, it's useful to think of it as layers of detail. So there I put in the first layer of just stone blocks. Now I'm going back and adding in the stairs and the slabs and the cobble and the andesite, trying to match the palette that's later downstream and on the wall over here. Adding in some coarse dirt. Now I'm playing around with water. This took a little bit of time just because Minecraft water is weird, and I didn't like this little area there. So I decided to add a tree growing out of the cliffside there just to hide it a little bit, and I think that worked well. They're adding in some custom trees. There are two standard Minecraft trees I add here, but the rest of them are custom. Putting in more detail, trying to blend in the lake into the surrounding. There's another custom tree. Going even out here to the cliff face and bushes and so on. Now I'm coming through with bone meal to grass it up, and then I remove all the flowers, although it looks like I missed a couple up there. I also tend to remove some of the grass because there's just too much grass. And now I'm just kind of stepping back and looking for blank spots, looking for plain, boring spots to add some details. Taking up the grass that had grown in the river, and moving some flowers. Now I'm going to add a bench here by the water. Figured I'd do a path and a bench as a place to come and sit. So I'm just adding the path in there. In a little bit I add some fences and tried to just add enough to make it feel like there was a fence, but not overwhelm with the fence posts. Now I'm adding actually some bubbles with some soul sand as like a source, the spring water and some fish and other details, seagrass, and so on. Then I'm going to switch it to night and come back and add sea pickles to get some soft lighting if it's nighttime. Just enough that it stands out from the grass and dirt around it, and adding some lanterns. And that's the final result. I think it looks good. I think it turned out really well. I'm proud of it. But this has all been in creative, so now I need to go copy this and rebuild it following the schematic in the server, in the live server. In all, so this time lapse was 3 minutes. In all, that took 55 minutes to run through everything. About first 5 minutes setting it up, and then just going through and adding the layers of detail. So that's the design for the waterfall. What I did next is I talked to a couple of server mates, and we brought the schematic here into the server and rebuilt it here in survival. I have that footage as a time lapse, so I hope you enjoy. Something fun happens right at the end. Have a good one. Well, guys, we got them.